Good morning, YouTube. This is Man on the Rage, George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Anyway, I made another comparison video, and I'm like making comparison videos. They're fun to make. Putting certain bodybuilders from different eras against each other, and I'm probably gonna do some more with some current bodybuilders. But it's a little more fun to do different bodybuilders from different time zones, especially black female bodybuilders. As you know, these two ladies are both Olympian champions, but they're from different eras and also from different divisions. As you know, right here is Carla Dunlap, who is the first black woman to become Miss Olympia, and uh, um, Shanique Grant, who was also the first black woman to become Miss Physique Olympia, and also considered one of the youngest competitors at the time. And as you heard, Miss Grant has recently retired from her competition in the physique division. And both these women, their physiques are pretty amazing, even for the era. As you know, the idea of physique was created from the idea that from classic women's bodybuilding. And this is what the idea they want. They want the idea of the look that was back in the day. And the reason why I choose these two ladies because, well, if I put Shanique against one of the women bodybuilders, she's gonna get smoked. And if I put the same thing with Carla, with any of the current ladies in the comp and that's working in that's in the division right now, I don't think she do too well. So that's why I choose these two ladies from different divisions where their physiques are almost similar. And right here, I think I might give this shot to Carla. Carla was a great poser back in the day, and I have to give it to her on that. Here is what we call a double front lat spread. As you know, the physique division they only have 5 mandatory poses. And the lat spread is not one of them because they say that it's not considered it's too masculine for their division. That's why it's more division of femininity. And this is here with Carla. Well, like I said, I have to give it to Shanique. Shanique is young. She's, her look fits that what the judges want to see. And Carla, she has a classic look. But like I said, I might have to give this one to physique to Shanique. Here we have a double bicep. And part of me is going to be going, I think I might go with Carla. Carla has that classic style to her. As you know, the female physique competitors, they had to do open hand. They don't do the fist grip, which don't give a great, um, bicep pump compared to Carla's. But like I said, I think I'm going to be, biased. So I'm saying I'm going to give this one to Carla. You I know y'all going to pick your picks, so that's y'all making your picks. This is making mine. The back, well, I'm gonna have to give this one to Shanique. Carla has a good back, but you can see the definition in and most definitely in Shanique's. Carla's back was pretty amazing back then of that era, but Shanique's is pretty good for her size, especially being a physique competitor. Here is a double bicep, and like I said, I might have to give this one to um, Shanique. But Carla has a great back, I would say. She was very impressive. As you know, she's one of the first women who started the sport, and back in the late 70s. Here, a side chest pose, and I will give this one to Carla. The one thing is with someone like with Shanique has breast implants. I think the breast implants kind of ruins the chest. But with Carla, you can see the this is you can see the definition. Really see the definition of the chest. There's gyration and separations in the pectorials. But with Shanique, she's doing a more what they consider more feminine, more not as muscular pose. That's what judges want. But this one here that Carla's doing that is a classic side chest muscular pose, and that's why I'm giving it to Carla. Now here is the tricep. I was trying to find a good version with Carla, but it's hard to find. Like I said, a lot of her stuff is very old, and it's hard to find any good pictures. So I might give this one to Shanique. And this is, I think, Shanique. She has a good shape, great condition. As you know, she's decided to retire from competitive bodybuilding. But like she said, she's still young. She takes her time, and she'll come back eventually, especially if you have that competitive nature. So don't let her go. Go and have a life, enjoy it, and then that nature of competitiveness come back, and she might want to come back. And Carla's impressive. This is like maybe around about the late 70s. Not much size compared to Shanique, but still a great shape. And here is abdominal and thigh. And I might have to give this one Shanique. Even this is black and white. When I found this picture, I said this is perfect. It matches off with both of them. Carla has a great shape. And when this is, I think back in 82, 83. That's when she lost the Miss Olympia to back to uh no she this is either she won Miss Olympia, he won Miss Olympia 83. She lost to Corey 84, but she took second to Richard McLeish in 82. So this might be 82, I believe. But this is an amazing shape. She was a great bodybuilder. She has so much to offer to the sport, being that she was the first black Miss Olympia. And here's just a little free posing, that's picked. And I think I give this one to Carla. Carla, it's just a great muscular pose. No, nothing against Shanique, but as you know, the physique division is supposed to be about what was classic female bodybuilding. But back then, the classic female bodybuilders want to be more taken seriously as the men. They had more muscular poses, and the idea of this pose is more just a free pose. But like I said, I actually will give this pose to um, Carla. The glutes, let's see. Carla's a little bit more round, a little juicier. Uh, Shanique's a little tighter. She's a little high. Nice quads. Calves. Um, I like this picture of Carla, but I think the glutes I might have to give it to Shanique. She is a bit tighter compared to Carla. This is more of a Carla from like just doing a basic photo session, but it's a good picture of her glutes. You know, I was hoping to try to find a better one where it's more tighter and compact, but it's so hard to find good, pics, especially these are being very old from back in the day. And this is here, this is nice for a poacher, bitch. I mean, both these ladies, even though they're different, eras, they're just amazing women. And it's just Carla. She was one of the founding fathers of the. Sorry, the founding mothers of the sport. And and Shanique was an up and comer. A two-time Miss Olympia. And she did pretty good for her career, but now she wants to move on and live her life, and that's fair to say. And they just were just unique posers. I mean, and this is just something. They had their own styles, their own looks, and I think they did pretty good for you know, for for themselves. Being both former Miss Olympias. And like I said, they were very popular back in the day. I mean, as you know, Carla was in the movie Pumping Iron 2 along with Rich McLeish and Bear Francis. And she's done many other things outside of the bodybuilding sport. She's a trainer. She works with nutrition. She was even, judging, helping judge and announce and do color commentaries for several shows. And Shanique, she also trains and she does other stuff outside of the sport. She doesn't get posing too. She has a great look to her. And these are both beautiful women. Just great physiques, amazing bodies. And for the eras, they did great. Being that Carla was from good part of the 70s. And I mean, you get like Carla was in three um, decades, counting the late 70s through the 80s and for the early 90s. And Shanique, well, she was been around for at least only maybe half a decade, but she did pretty good for her career for her for about a at least half a decade or more. So these ladies are just fantastic ladies, you know, for their time in the sport and what they committed to. They did so much, and like I said, for female bodybuilders, they do this sport for a passion. And when they feel like there's not much they can do, they did what they can do, they made their choice and walk away. You gotta respect that choices. I know a lot of guys out there be going, oh, Dad, why did? But you know what? People gotta live their lives. Like I said, Shanique is young. Like she said, she wants to settle down, have a family, because like you said, many women in who are top level bodybuilders, it's hard to have children after all those years. There's quite a few female bodybuilders who miss out on motherhood. Now, some who have been lucky enough to have children before they get into the sport, and some who had it after, they enjoy that. But many others miss out the opportunity. And hers being at 25 years old, she needs the opportunity to enjoy her life. And Carla, she's been a woman of the world. She's traveled. She's been here and there. She did what she did. She enjoyed her life, and she's still around the sport. She may not be competitive as she was back in the day, but she's still a great figurehead and representative of the sport of female bodybuilding. So anyway, um, many of you, my subscribers, you pick who you like, who you feel like is the best in their own the right in your own era. And it's like I said again, this would be something to be fun if we can bend the space-time continuum and see how they go with each other on the stage. I mean, it'd be great if we get a lot of certain female bodybuilders. When you think about it, if you take most of the physique women and put up against the women from the good part of the 90s, like Dorian Kearns, Laura Craval, um, um, Audrey Harris White, Linda Murray, even Corey Everson. That'd be something amazing to see. I think a lot more of the current physique competitors probably compare better with the former bodybuilding champions and legends. Anyway, it's your man all the way at George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding Talk. Don't subscribe. I'm out.